Interesting question I got asked. James J.T. Taylor, Kool and the Gang, lead singer, was he underrated? Yeah. A lot of people hold the fact that Kool and the Gang's pop crossover success in the disco era and they thought it was funk light and all the songs, they just happened to hit. But that guy's range, now, he might come off to some to an extent like a maybe a light double junior whopper Michael Jackson. And I can see a Michael ism in there amongst others. But if you really listen to his range, he's really got some George Benson influence, like he could scat. Like you can definitely hear some Dakota Staten, like that influence, or maybe a nod to Sam Cooke, or maybe a nod to Jackie Wilson. He had some notes. You could hear some blues in him. You can hear some jazz. You can hear some runs in him. His tone, and you could definitely hear a nod to Little Richard, because a rock and roll vibe in there. Especially when they did Misled, when you heard them putting the guitar parts or doing songs like that with Kool and the Gang. When you hear a song like Cherish, that wouldn't have sounded out of place. Even though that was Bobby DeBarge hitting that note at the end, but JT was singing the regular parts. But JT wouldn't sound out of place doing a nod to Jackie Wilson or a nod to Johnny Mathis. He wouldn't sound out of place, or Jesse Belvins for that matter, because James JT Taylor had a nice tone and a range. Very versatile. All I Want Is Forever, that the duet with Regina Bell in for Taps, which I liked a whole lot, that movie. I mean, his range is underrated. James J.T. Taylor had range. He could hit that note, but he could croon too. When you sing a song like Too Hot, you gotta be a singer. That's a singer song right there. I dare people to try that one. Oh, it's too hot, too hot, ladies. Gotta run for cover, gotta run for shade. So when you hit that run, that brother can sing. That man got range. People be taking it for granted because you have hit material is one thing, but if you listen to the way he emotes, the way he hits that drop, when he goes back, and of course some people might think a celebration pop R&B, well maybe a nod to country, but with the horns, but he could hit different ranges, and his tone and cadence was always just nice and steady. Yeah, make no mistake about it. It ain't easy to be able to hold that range like he did. He really did showcase a lot of versatility. He's one of the most underappreciated talents. And like I said, some people hold it because they look at Kool and the Gang like they sold out because they had all those hits. But in hindsight, some of that stuff it holds up well. And it's a lot better than the garbage you stuck with today on the radio. Because if you was to put some of the coolness, some of that stuff was on point. Some stuff was definitely hidden. His range, especially when they had the horn sweeping parts, like when you listen to Joanna, how his voice went in cadence with those horns, that was smooth. La 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 la. And then take it by. And he would drew his voice would be so, it was like really in harmony. So the guy just didn't have, that necessary material when he went solo, but he could have definitely floated on some standards. He definitely um could have definitely nodded into the same areas Peebo Bryson. I could definitely hear it, you know. DJ Rogers Sr. I could hear a tone in there. I could hear Donny Hathaway influence on what JT did. He was very versatile talent. So I just want to take the time. So yeah, underrated artistry, no doubt. Because no matter what people say, Kool and the Gang was the band that people were checking out in the early 80s. And I listened to a lot of people take their riffs and their grooves and their runs. They were listening to what they was putting down. They might not want to admit it, but they were aware of their success and what they were doing. But anyway, please tell me what you think. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments. And I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. And share the video if you like. And hit that membership, because when you do, requests like this come true. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free, stay cool. Appreciate the James J.T. Taylor question, because, again, he doesn't get his due. Someone's taken for granted, but he was part of a very successful band that did get inducted to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and he had a big, strong contribution in their latter years, whether people like it or not. But I thought the brother got some skills. I'm out.